Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'll be taking you through some of the data types we use in JavaScript. The data we store and use in variables in JavaScript falls into 6 primitive data types. 3 we use all the time, which are number, string, and Boolean. Some we use occasionally, such as null and undefined. And one data type introduced in ECMAScript 2015 called symbol, which we won't really cover in this course. We also have a non-primitive data type called object. Now, primitives are known as being immutable data types, meaning there is no way to change a primitive value once it's created. And non-primitive values are what we know as mutable data types, meaning the value of an object can be changed even after it gets created. The number data type. The number data type, as you guessed it, handles and deals with only numbers. To store a numeric data type in a variable, simply assign a number to the variable. It can be any regular number, so 1, 2, 3, 56, 3087, whatever you want. It can also be a decimal number, so 3.1492, etc. It can also be any negative number as well, so -1, -10, or -56.53, or -1 billion. Now technically there is a limit to how big the number can be, but it's ridiculously high. So for all intents and purposes, whatever number you put in a variable, chances are it will work as a numeric data type. The string data type. The string type handles strings of letters and symbols, what we commonly refer to as words and sentences. To store a string data type in a variable, wrap your string of text in quotation marks. Here you can either use a single or double quotes. Just make sure you use the same one at the beginning and at the end. You can place any symbol between these quotation marks, but when you use hyphens or quotes in your text, you have to be extra careful. If you use straight double quotes to denote the beginning and then use straight double quotes in the string as well, everything breaks because you're terminating the string early. To fix this, you could use single quotes for the string and double quotes inside, but that would trigger a different set of problems with apostrophes. So to resolve this problem properly, escape the string quotes by replacing a backslash in front of each of them. This tells the browser this straight quote is not a part of the script and treats it like a regular text. The Boolean data type. The Boolean data type handles the binary true or false. To store a Boolean data type in the variable, simply type in true or false. These are JavaScript commands and will be understood by the browser. The same goes for the null data type. The null data type is the intentional absence of an object value. So if you want a variable to be empty but not undefined, you set its value as null without quotation marks as well. The undefined data type is what you get when you create a variable but don't set its value to anything. As you've learned, JavaScript is a weakly typed language. So the data types are applied when you set the content in a variable. Now in 2020, an official data type was introduced in the ECMAScript specification, which is called the BigInt data type. In JavaScript, the number type cannot safely represent integer values larger than 2 to the power of 53. In the past, this limitation has forced developers to use inefficient workarounds and third-party libraries. So BigInt is a new data type intended to fix just that. The BigInt data type enables JavaScript programmers to represent integer values larger than the range of the number data type. Using this data type would be appropriate when you're working with high-resolution timestamps or larger integer IDs. Now, throughout this course, we won't be working with such big integers, but it's good to know what's offered to you by JavaScript, as it has become the second numeric data type in JavaScript. To use BigInt, simply denote the n keyword at the end of your integer value in a variable. This tells the browser that this is a BigInt data type. Another way of declaring a BigInt would be to use the keyword BigInt and within the parentheses add your integer value. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like this video if you like the content. Consider subscribing to the channel for future contents. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.